Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There, you're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No. Someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector, how naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murders.
What?
Sword can't still my heart. Cast you in cold marble. Corvo Atano, how handsome you are for a man of your age. And how long had you hidden the mark of the outsider? I expect it's a wonderful story.
I'll lock him in the Empress's chambers, and then I'll bring him to Coldridge Prison to tell his trial. My father lost it all. Sent me to the City Watch, one step above begging. Think I had to take your orders? Corvo Atano, son of a Zirconan tradesman.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lord Corvo, what happened?
I'll be all, Captain Mayhew. Oh! So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half? There's a legend in the City Watch. The Empress's last resort, the safe room inside your daughter's chambers, is holding enough gold to buy an island. And they say this is one of the only two keys.
What happened? Alexei, the throne room, Emily. Nothing I can do alone. Need to get out of here.
Sir, how long is it going to take, Captain Ramsey?
Maybe I should just spin it. Pick a place to lick my wounds. I've got to regroup. These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos. Dunwall always has a way of turning sour, just as soon as you get comfortable. Delilah took away the mark of the outsider. No more sorcery.
Lord Protector, I can't... is Lady Emily
There's
all
a
right?
coup underway. Emily is... she's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Maybe through Emily's safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for you. Get away, and help Emily.
I'm sorry, Captain Mayhew. Goodbye. Won't open without my ring. Disloyal dogs.
With the throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything... is changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramses once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Hey, who is...
Goodbye, Ramsey. Come on. I won't hurt you. Nothing will stop me from bringing you home, Emily. I'm done. After today, I swear, I'm done. Her reign is off to a grand start.
Should have listened to Mom and become a hairdresser.
That didn't happen. No, no way. I can't take this anymore.
Come on, get a grip.
Anton Sokolov made this lock. Emily would fall asleep in here after the plague. Out into the world once more. How many people had forgotten this mask? I suspect the Crown Killer is connected to Delilah's coup. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. I've got to get out of Dunwall. Delilah turned Emily to stone. I will find a way to make her flesh again. Traitorous dog. I need to find a ship.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's dead. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Corvo Attano has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find him. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Circano, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. Empress Emily Caldwin and her royal protector Corvo Attano are now wanted criminals. Let me remind you, there's a reward for your help in capturing enemies of the state. I've been alert. He says yeah, but this time I will.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name.
Further, Corvo Attano is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring the royal protector will be fined and arrested.
People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
You're not fit for that watch uniform. I hope they accept my transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts.
Sure, he knows how to talk with the boss. What a lick spit.
I don't know that ship, but maybe the captain can help.
What was it? I'll check around here.
a farm.
Road is blocked by...
Who's running around over there? Hey,
Royal Protector, you know what to do.
take this!
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
Think you're being quiet?
And I'm out of money for any more operations. Just great. Lord Atano, you want to hear what I've got to say. I guarantee it. Lord Protector, forgive me for saying it, but you look like death warmed over.
It's been an unusual day. There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton. The Duke's here with a woman named Delilah who's seized the throne. They have Emily, and I barely got out. For now, I have to get away, recover my footing.
Bad things always seem to happen in Dunwall. Feels like the end of the world.
I need to get to Karnaca, where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
The dreadful whale will get you there. Should we go?
Let's go. Something's not right, but it seems familiar somehow. I remember this endless cold. Where are you? You might as well show yourself.
Corvo, old friend. Do I even have to say it? You've lost another Empress. Delilah was born a pawn, but now she's got the throne. 15 years ago, the assassin Dowd could have warned you about her if you'd bothered to ask, but you were too busy for questions. Times have changed, Corvo, and you haven't been watching the dark corners of the world. Maybe living in a palace has made you soft. What happens when you push a man farther than he ever thought he could go? Does he snap? And what happens when he tries to go home? Maybe you'll finally learn what it feels like to kill an empress. Dad could have told you about that, too.
I felt this so long ago. The void. It was still there all along. Never thought I'd be here again. Feels as good as I remember. Now I'm going to save my daughter and win back her throne. There you are, my love.
Know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Jessamine, if all I can hear are the last echoes of your voice, that's enough.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth, until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Maybe I got lazy. Fell asleep at my post. Somehow everything I love is at risk. Again. Last time I saw Karnaca, I was just 18, boarding a ship bound for Dunwall. It was dawn and I'd been up all night dancing 3 sheets to the wind. I was puffed up with the old Duke's favor, and I thought I was the greatest swordsman the Isles had ever known. For over 3 decades, I've lived in a palace, watching over the people I love. I've had an empress die in my arms, and raised another from birth. Who would have thought I'd come back home, the most wanted man in the Isles, following the trail of a monstrous killer? What would that 18-year-old think of me now?
worst. Daft old... You're up.
All right, you've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide, but Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready. Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready. The old city must have changed a lot.
Off we go then.
One more time, old friend.
I'd take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaka. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
I remember the old Duke Theodanis. He was a good man.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermeyer. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I can take care of myself.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermeyer, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermeyer. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to Karnaka, stranger.
And what ship is that out there? You know the skipper?
The dreadful whale. No, it's not on the register. Maybe one of the recent importers from Morva.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can ask her friend who's with the Grand Guard to take us.
2 coins for that cat lab? Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
Outside is crooked cock.
I got more important things to worry about.
Let's see
what are you covering
got.
your face for? Keep the dust out?
Damn it.
I'm getting tired of the sound of my own voice. It's like I'm talking to a stone wall for all they listen.
want to see her buy the drinks. Just one time. Is that too much to ask?
I'm Sir Conan Blood, through and through. Been here all my life.
Fellow Sir Conan, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement.
I tried living up in Driscoll for a while. Too damn cold. Shitty food.
Emily Caldwell, and carried out by the former royal protector, Corvo Attano. The Grand Sir Conan Guard will be stopping and questioning all foreigners and new workers on the streets of Karnak. Compliance is mandatory.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
Come in. If you found this place, I'll trade with you. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. You won't regret it. Enjoy the air here. I, for one, ain't selling fermented shark. I'll take that deal. Glad we could do business. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here. Say they should do like me, never read it.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money.
Infested, all right. We used to throw rocks at these nests when I was young. Just go slow and mind the distance. Easy.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
have something that might interest you. My name's Mindy Blanchard, and that mask tells me you're someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
You want me to bring you a corpse? What's the story there?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll consider it.
Something's happened, they say. Not safe, they say. I got news for them. It ain't never safe for the likes of me.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. As a response to violent crime and foreign interference in our affairs, travel between districts is restricted to those carrying the appropriate permits, including citizens moving between home and work. Any attempts to hinder the Grand Guard in their enforcement duties will be met with the exercise of force. Any complaints as to the behavior of the Grand Guard should be addressed to the nearest guardsman.
Seized right up. I told him to let it warm a little first, so he can't say I didn't warn you.
I'm a wanted man again. Welcome home.
I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice. Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? This is how we get rid of snitches. If anyone asks, he just ran through it. Yeah, we couldn't stop him. Hey, is the windmill turning all right up there? No problems?
Don't worry, it's turning. Plenty of electricity.
Good. I like this setup better than using the well oil tanks. The wind won't run dry.
Unless something happens to the windmill. These break down just as often in a different way. And they also overcharge sometimes.
The wind...
Someone there?
Let's see. What was it?
Have a look.
Hey! Who is...
Miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you.
Please, you gave me no choice. Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it.
Yeah, you couldn't stop him.
Hey, who are you? Come on, let's finish this. Huh?
Grabbing people off the street. What do they want?
That's Addermeyer in the distance.
You know that was supposed to go to us. Hey! What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
You bet.
By the void.
Hello there.
What's the rental time? Maybe I just...
Miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you.
Please, you gave me no choice.
No use running! Come back here! You won't get away!
Someone there?
Something feels wrong. Nothing, man.
Let's have a look.
Wall of light from the time of the rat plague.
Something's got to give. times. Hard times. Gotta be on the lookout.
Hello?
Wonder who that was.
Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid. Really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them two-penny drinks.
Left by those within the Outsiders' wicked cabal. Those cursed figures who hunch and shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us. The girl was taken from her home next night, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal. Her corruption was ingratitude. For the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you, we harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we save countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death. Say to the flesh that is familiar, that of the fowl and sheep, the ox and fish from the cold ocean.
Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
I'm sure it's nothing. Someone just heard a dog bark or something. Of course, now we're all on edge.
I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked what shrines to the outsider could be found across the Isles. She affected a look of innocence, but beneath it I saw guile. My suspicions arose at once, and I questioned her sharply until she confessed to playing alone in an empty woodcarver shop at the edge of town. Each day for a week, she crept back to that place, and there in its cellar, she found cloth of purple and red, suspended from the walls, and a wretched altar of candles burned low. Some small trinkets of bone, and a few coins left by those within the outsider's wicked cabal. Those cursed figures who hunt and shamble inside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us. The girl was...
What's he going on about?
Beats me. Half the shit they say makes no sense.
Is that the 9 strictures?
Dumbass. It's only 7.
9-7. What's the difference? It's all dog shit about the void and the outsider and living a humble life. Nothing I give a rat's ass about.
There is a tale, a decade and a half old. A tale most often shared from overseer to overseer.
Hey, where are the
Apart from the
overseer
flocks
women?
entrusted to
Why
our
only
care.
men?
The women
Apart
are in
from
a
those
special
we give our
clan or
lives to
something
both
apart.
chastise
They're
and
all
protect.
blind, but I don't think they're allowed
Sometimes,
to be together.
this tale is told within our mightiest enclaves. And sometimes, it is told around campfires during our most remote pilgrimages. It is the sorry story of a man, most high within the Abbey, who was banished during the Rat Plague. His name may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased, so grave were his errors. To fall from the pinnacle of discipline to the muddiest ditch of disgrace, that is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the high overseer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face. How did this come to pass, brothers and sisters? Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know. Karnaca is in great peril, brothers and sisters. Now, this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis, but the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Karnaca has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Those leading this city would gamble with all that we have built, with your very families. If the Abbey is pushed away, anarchy will befall this city. A chaos not seen since the time of the Great Burning. Karnaca has but one chance to save itself, and that is to return to the fold, to take solace once again in the litany on the White Cliff. I say this now to all the faithful in our society. Your allegiance should be first and most fiercely to your family, to your neighbors, and to the Abbey of the Everyman. Princes and queens.
I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft the music boxes at each enclave. Here in the city, for instance. Instead, they're made in a few locations, kept from us, and shipped out. It seems dangerous.
Far worse to have the knowledge of construction materials scattered across the aisles. The metals used to make the devices are unusually rare. The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers, would border on heresy. I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the vice overseer.
When should burn arrive?
He's engaged currently.
He'll
He'll send someone else. Maybe Overseer Kingana. Much better to protect such a powerful tool. Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed in the fight against the supernatural.
People got a lesson they never do. It drives me mad.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
To prevent even one among us. It is told around our most remote pilgrimages. It is the sorry story of a man, most high within the Abbey, who was banished during the Rat Plague. His name may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased, so grave were his errors. To fall from the pinnacle of discipline to the muddiest ditch of disgrace, that is his tale. To once where...
Hey, you! This area's off limits.
I'll perform rites over your corpse, blasphemer! Come at me then. The strictures guide my hand. Surrender and die! creatures risk an endless existence, adrift in the void, the dark.
I only hope the outsider hadn't gotten to her first.
Trust in the Abbey, my friends. Trust in the Abbey.
Are we not brothers? That's what I should have said. There is a tale, a decade and a half old. A tale most often shared from overseer to overseer. Apart from the flocks entrusted to our care. Apart from those we give our lives to both chastise and protect. Sometimes, this tale is told within our mightiest enclaves. And sometimes, it is told around the campfires during our most remote pilgrimages. It is the sorry story of a man, most high within the Abbey, who was banished during the rat plague. His name may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased. So grave were his errors. To fall from the pinnacle of discipline to the muddiest ditch of disgrace, that is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the high overseer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face. How did this come to pass, brothers and sisters? Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know. Stay to the flesh that is familiar, that of the fowl and sheep, the ox and fish from the cold ocean. Those who taste the flesh of the rat risk drifting through the void for all the remaining hours of all the remaining years, until the world is swallowed itself by the void, and all manner of things are destroyed. Set a table for your family that will keep them safe. Lay out a meal that would cause you no shame should your neighbor come to sup with you. Let not the wanderer into your home, friends. Avoid the stranger, for their time to sink roots into the bedrock of the community has passed. Those who wander are untethered by family and neighbors for reasons tested and true. It is oft because they have turned their backs on tradition and on the 7 strictures themselves. A wanderer is a friend to the outsider. Never doubt that. A young girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked what shrines to the outsider could be found across the Isles. She affected a look of innocence, but beneath it I saw guile. My suspicions arose at once, and I questioned her sharply. During our most remote pilgrimages. It is the sorry story of a man, most high within the Abbey, who was banished during the rat plague. His name may not be spoken, and all written record of his existence has been erased. So grave were his errors. To fall from the pinnacle of discipline to the muddiest
ditch of disgrace. That is his tale. To once wear the cloth of the High Overseer, and to later bear the heretic's brand across the flesh of his face. How did this come to pass, brothers and sisters? Look to the 7 strictures, and you will know. Let not the wanderer into your home, friends. Avoid the stranger, for their time to sink roots into the bedrock of the community has passed. Those who wander are untethered by family and neighbors for reasons tested and true. It is oft because they have turned their backs on tradition and on the 7 strictures themselves. A wanderer is a friend to the outsider. Never doubt that. I was weak. A young girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. Taunts me. She looked up at me and asked what shrines to the outsider could be found across the Isles. She affected a look of innocence, but then... What the... Stop!
I smell heresy on you.
Where are you hiding, coward? Wait, where is he?
Cigars tomorrow. Wanna buy one? Someone! Anyone! Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Accept your fate, miscreant! Die, creature of the void! Look everywhere! Come out, wherever you are. You don't stand a chance anyway!
You can't stay hidden forever.
What? But strictures. This time I'll get you.
Guards! Someone! No! I need assistance!
The strictures guide hide my hand. Here you are! Where did you... What? Wait, what is this? Shame on you! He can't have gone far. What's going on?
Hello? Anybody? Don't maybe search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
I don't want to die. Help me! Someone! Anyone! Someone there? Someone's not feeling well. I need help.
Come on. Hurry up. Hey, you got him. Put it down in the hole. Put it down. Good job. Take this.
You said you had a trick for getting closer to Adamire.
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Adamire.
All right then. This is goodbye.
So now you've been paid, hit the road.
I told Miss Lucia Pastor that they wouldn't let us take the carriage. Adamire is closed to the public.
Are you coming tonight?
Wouldn't miss that.
Playing dice tonight. You in?
Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute. Addermeyer Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
I beg you!
It'll be safe to touch the carriage rails now.
So he says, keep alert, and I says, I am alert, I've been alert. Then he says, oh yeah, but this time, I really mean it. Damn, I thought I heard blood flies for a second.
The Addermeyer Institute is my best chance of tracking down the Crown Killer. Alexandria Hypatia turned an old solarium into a center for medicinal knowledge that's famous throughout the Isles. She's an alchemist, brilliant and dedicated to helping the miners in Karnaka and their families. If anyone knows what happened to Sokolov and where this all leads, she will.